I'm going to be Captain Obvious here and just make sure and say that if you do call the phone number, it's a Canadian DID. So if you get long distance, that's on you. You can blow up my computer, that's on me. Phone calls are recorded, which I hope to hear some good ones. I don't know. That's about it. Alright, so I made it a little bit further in my little quest for blue boxing and red boxing. My goal for doing all of this is because I want to set up a payphone, and I wanted to, in my perfect world, I would have a payphone that I could put quarters, nickels, dimes in, and it won't make the phone call until you do. But I also wanted to circumvent it using red boxing, blue boxing, and stuff like that. So my little setup here with Asterisk that I have going, a lot of people are asking, what is Asterisk? It's just an open source PBX, so it's kind of like your own little central office that you control. And with blue boxing and red boxing, the red boxing is for emulating the sounds that coins made, which were these guys. And then the blue boxing, which is famous for the 2600 hertz. I would blow this thing right now, but it's 11:33. Neighbors, I know there's a huge dispute. I know it doesn't quite ring 26. It's fine. The other way is blue boxing, which is where you could contact. Example would be go to a payphone, but I want to contact somebody long distance. Well, I can call a 1-800 number for free. That's over in some other switch in some other area code. Or I could dial 411. I could dial the operator, but I mean, you probably wouldn't do that because they're kind of privy. If they started hearing stuff going over the phones. So this is just meant to be a little emulator to try and live some childhood fantasies, I guess. So in a nutshell, I'm going to give you can use anything you want to generate the tones. I don't care, it doesn't matter. But I did create a little app, and it's not even an app, it's just a website you go to, and it tells you the number flat out. And it is in Canada, and it lets you play the tone. Yeah, okay. So if you dial that number,
please deposit 25 cents.
That's what you're gonna get. So you've got two ways to get around that. One is to give it the 25 cents. You can give it to it in whatever coins you want.
5 cents. 15 cents.
And I'll give it another quarter anyway. See, it's not the best.
That was too easy. That is all you needed to do to trick a payphone into...
Anyway, you get the idea. I have my volume turned down. Make sure that your volume, if you're doing this, is decent. So, if you want to do the blue box, the whole trick is you're gonna call a 1-800 number. Doesn't matter which. You're gonna call directory assistance or an operator. You can call 911 if you want, but you ain't gonna get very far.
5 cents.
So I'm gonna call the operator.
Operator, go ahead.
So, in my case, well, not in my case, you're not gonna know if that 2600 hertz worked. I can either dial these one by one, or I can put in a sequence to play. I'm sorry, this is not a very good demo. The sequence I'm going to play is you have to start with key pulse, which is your star, and then 10 digits, doesn't matter what they are, and then start. So your octothorpe, which sounds like this, but this hopefully doesn't mess with yeah, you could hear that. So now I have that programmed into here. And let's see. I would be amazed if this works. Not even close. Alright, we're going to try that one more time.
Please deposit 20.
Now it's cranked.
Operator, go ahead. Congratulations. You have successfully blue boxed this phone and are now officially a phone freak. How freaking cool is that?
If you get dial tone, call 111. You'll get me. So call it up, wreck it, do whatever you can. And yeah, if you get dial tone, just dial 111 and it will actually ring me. And I don't care what time of day it is. It may or may not be unplugged. I may or may not be home. But that's the whole gist of this thing. I want my payphone and I want it to work like back in the day. That's the whole reason for this. So that's it. Bye-bye.